Hello, hello, hello. It's finally here. It's taken a year and a half, but we're finally uploading a video to the YouTube. Anyway, this was our final practice race before the season goes live this Sunday, so I thought, why not do a recording of the footage and stick a video together and learn a bit of editing along the way. So the race was at Brazil, as you can see in the background, and we were doing a one-shot quali to set the grid for a sprint race, followed by a feature race. So here's my attempt at the one-shot. Let's see how we get on.
To be fair, based on the other race, his AI is going to give him 6 places off the start.
It was first on my screen. Not anymore. First.
Oh, it shows you who's first. That's a lovely little addition.
Matt first?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it shows you where you are as well. That's disappointing to see you in 50 at this stage.
Oh, quite invalidated. Stuff.
That bad, is it? What against?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Is Park turn that on?
Yeah. Which is bad.
Oh, you
something.
twat.
I feel like the straight line speed of this is going to drop me down the order.
So again, a corner that shouldn't make any fucking difference is the corner that's the fucking worst in the race.
Ah,
There we go.
I'm sure I was
See that
first
ball.
for a
Second to
while,
last
and
corner.
I finished
Fucking-
11. Wow.
That was terrible.
A lot of gas, we'll take it.
oh welcome, Rob. You helped me complete that.
So as you can see, we managed to grab pole in the one shot, which sets us up very nicely for the sprint race. I'm sure when Tony gets back for the season races, he'll scum his way back to pole every race, so we've got to take all of these while we can. But I'm pretty confident of putting up a good fight for the main season as well, to be fair. The practice races have gone well for me. As you can see by them leaderboards, we had a quick neck behind us and a good black sim for Mav and Port as well, so we're just looking for a good start here, and let's see how we get on with that one.
I'm sure the order just got leaked up there. Oh, go!
Best start.
Oh, you fuck's sake.
Could have done
Fuck's sake.
not to be howled on themselves.
I've got a good
Score,
start.
and Rye is here. Hello, Rye.
Oh, what are you doing?
Green's that corner does not go.
It's not a race, it's a sprint, so you've got 36 laps after this.
Tom's AI is not quick around that corner.
Yeah, I can't seem to take back control even now. The option's even gone of like spectate, take control.
Oh, it was your AI that knocked me off the track. Oh, wanker of an AI.
Well, code AI then.
Oh, what the fuck?
So yeah, as you see, we had a good start. One of my better starts actually from the whole of the practices we've done so far. So we managed to fend people off. CJ managed to get past Nick, and I thought he was going to be coming at me on them soft tyres, but he never really got too close, and then he did spin himself a few laps after this. So from there I had a gap on Nick about 1.5 seconds, got up to 2, and kept bouncing around a bit. Never really under threat, to be fair, other than when we had a virtual about 3 laps from the end, and annoyingly gave him DRS on the restart. But I fended off the move into turn 1, and then, as you can see, pulled out the gap over the lap and brought it home for the win in the sprint race. So I was 2 for 2, got myself pole and one shot, and got myself pole for the feature race. So it was going well, So yeah, let's see how the start of that one goes.
Loading and not finishing with time limits. I've been removed from the session.
My clutch,
Yay!
Yeah, my clutch isn't working either.
What again?
I mean, that's the best start I've had in ages, to be fair.
bloody hell. Can't just go straight to him.
Go on, Nick.
Sorry, that's stupid. I gained so many places in the sprint, didn't and I lost them all because my clutch didn't engage.
Oh, well, fucking hell.
Ah, that'll hold me, prick.
It's starting to work well. I'm going to have to try this more often.
That's noticed.
It wasn't me, but I just saw it.
Chris is lagging all over the place.
Yeah.
Classic Johnson.
Session.
Classic lag boat.
Cubing's not got the points he was after.
It's
Glad to have contributed to that.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Going past Chris is going to be annoying.
Chris, yes.
Sorry if we hadn't got contact there, Stefano.
No, I don't think we did. I think you had contact with the curve.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it got picked up by just my area.
No, I took evading after.
Nick Bot is just going backwards here.
Fucking hell!
Lovely car.
So that was the first lap. So as you could hear from the start of that one, we had an issue where the clutch wasn't engaging. So Nick, who was the host of the session, got booted out just as the formation lap ended. So from what I'm gathering, it just broke everyone's game and no one could seem to get the clutch engaged. I was pretty fortunate that Nick in second disconnected, so even though his AI just drove straight clean through me because AI have got ridiculous start times in this game, Hags was too far back to make any kind of move, so we just cruised around lap 1 pretty easily. The race was actually really boring up until the next clip that I'll show you. I was just kind of about a second and a half ahead of Hags the whole time. I came in for the pit stops on the hard tyre, and then as you'll see on this next clip coming up in about 2 seconds, disaster struck. Well, that's
I'm literally stopped. I can't move.
Okay, there's been an incident on the track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
Oh, Christ's sake.
I mean, there are plans.
Yeah, so what happened there was a lap after I'd come in for the hard tyre, safety car came out. Now, smarter man, having seen Chris Johnson and Mav on the softs, would have come in and put a set of softs on myself, but I just didn't think in time, and then after that there was no time to come back out in a reasonable place, so I was on the hard tyre, they were on the softs behind me, and I was just pretty much begging that they didn't have a really quick start behind me. So I caught CJ napping a bit on his weaving and gunned it, but as you can see, the soft tyre is just so much better than the hard tyre, and through turn 1, tyre's still a little bit cold, don't really get it slowed down properly, and he's right on my tail instantly. So we take it down the, what's this, after turn 3 I believe, come down the main straight, and look at this, he's just got so much more speed than me. I just knew at this stage I'm never going to stay ahead of him. He gets to the inside here, could have probably defended it a bit better, but it's a losing battle really on that tyre. And at this point I'm pretty much just thinking, can we hang on to the DRS? We've got 12 laps, them softs don't last that long. So, you know, get about 5 more in, maybe the softs start dying off and I can just bring it back. But then once again, a bit of disaster strikes. And as you'll see on the next clip, not what we wanted at all. Also, take note of what happened to Stefano. Please don't be safe.
Slow down, your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast.
No one pit. Please don't pit.
Yeah.
I'm in the pit entry. Do not pit.
Oh, Monty.
Please, no one pit. Oh, I'm now inside the pit, unfortunately. I'm only going 4 miles an hour.
So you might have noticed Stefano on the previous clip absolutely crawling at this stage of the lap. So when this safety car comes out, he still had only just made it to the pit lane, which is why he's begging for no one to pit behind him, because this game is so well coded that it unghosts him in the pit lane instead of keeping him ghosted as he was for the rest of the lap, which you'll see in a second ends up causing the mother of all traffic jams. So you see that black dot on the left? That is Stefano going 4 miles an hour in the pit lane, and the bunch of cars from 5th downwards, so RFM downwards, are now stuck behind an unghosted 4 mile an hour travelling Stefano in the pit lane. So at this stage I'm thinking, okay, I can get off these hards now. I'll only lose 2 positions behind Mav and behind Owl. Everyone else is jam packed up behind Stefano, so it's not gone too badly. So, you know, please at this moment take a note of the tyre that you can see in the bottom right corner that I've got selected, because look what happens now.
My pit time's 75 seconds at the moment.
So everyone from 5th down. So as you can see, bottom right corner, new soft I've got selected there. Now when I pull into the pit stop, what do they put on? Mediums and very worn mediums. So in about 2 seconds you'll see my reaction. Absolutely gutted. And it didn't seem too bad. I've got 1 minute 10 seconds ahead of blog at this point, so I'm thinking, okay, that should be enough time that even if we catch a safety car queue, we'll get round. There's enough time to duck back in, get the softs on, and we won't lose in any additional spots. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it. We were probably about 4 or 5 seconds shy of blog in the end because the safety car was just moving so slow through sector 2 of this track. We stayed out ahead of RFM, so that wasn't too bad. Only 1 extra spot lost, but it just wasn't ending well considering we were on for a good win until the safety cars, and it just backfired massively. But we get a safety car restart coming up and it's a bit of carnage, so enjoy this one. What is going on with this game?
It had no problem with me overtaking anyone apart from Nick, in which case it gave me a legal overtake.
Yeah, it's definitely got an issue where if you try and overtake someone who's not in the not in the race, you point brakes.
How has this happened then? How has Hags got past me here?
How has Hags just gone past me?
Okay,
before the
this
line?
game is fully broken.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Okay, clear.
Like quite a few spot positions.
Oh, Hags is like all over the place for me as well, so I don't know what even it's. What a game. What a tremendous game. Oh, what is done with you? Oh, I'm such a mug.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
This was going so well until CJ crashed, and then it just turned into an absolute nonsense of a race. It's a murder on blog. Oh, I thought I was going to wipe him off as well. I mean, I feel like I might still have a chance of getting it on track, but that 3-second penalty has killed me. Oh, well, there's a chance gone. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What is this? So yeah, bit of an entertaining lap. So Hags was being a bit naughty and overtook a couple of cars before the safety car restart line. We'll let him off. It was a practice race, so you know you gotta test these things out, I guess. But he overtook the two of us, killed blog. I got myself a time penalty, got tangled with Owl, and then just in typical me fashion, just as I'm showing a bit of positivity, saying, oh, maybe I'll still get the win on track despite the 3-second penalty. A second and a half later, Hags plows into the back of me, spins me out, and I thought it was race over, but then, as you see, the safety car came back out straight away again, so here's the next restart, which is again a bit more carnage.
And claim the safety car restart, you can't do anything else.
Yep, but then if you overtake the safety car, you get qualified.
In this lap, oh my god.
The car is in this lap.
What is wrong with this game?
No overtaking until the timing line.
Zig's on for a podium here, I think. Oh crap.
Oh, wow!
Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me, this is an absolute
Sorry,
shock.
Alf, I was...
No, someone behind us hit me. White and pink car.
That may be me, but
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Well, I've got no win, but I might as well stick it out.
I think just brake test it out.
to be fair, the gap was there, you know. But it's cool and all that.
It wasn't. It absolutely
They hadn't even gone past the start-finish line.
yeah.
I think Hags proved that the start-finish line is a myth for this game.
Chris hadn't even set us off. I was still waiting behind Chris.
You're allowed to play from there.
Sorry,
Look at that straight line speed. Beautiful. So yeah, I hit a nice little double overtake on Marvin Redding Fanman to end it there. I thought I might be able to catch on to Chris Johnson and again possibly win on track, but I never really closed the gap over the final 2 laps. I think I brought it down to maybe just inside the second a couple times, but never at the DRS point, so I didn't really get anything from it. I was a bit triggered from that last safety car restart, so I tried to send one up the inside of the barrel, and as you see, didn't really work out for E-Lovers. I got a damaged wing, which, to be fair, damaged wing ain't too bad on this game. It barely affects your handling, as you can see over this part of the lap and through the lap before, so it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. It's probably too easy to drive on. Well, not probably, it definitely is too easy to drive on. But I prefer it than how undrivable it was on the last game. But yeah, apologies for once again killing Owl. These things happen, you know, and maybe we can claim you turned in on me, but probably not. But yeah, rest of the race, nothing really happened. So yeah, we'll wrap it up at this point. Hopefully the next video will be a little bit shorter, but this was my first attempt, so thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.